wearing horizontal stripes with vertical stripes. This is Tell It to Someone. First question is from Jonathan Stern. Who are the dog police and where do they come from? Well, when a male dog policeman and a female dog policeman get together and love each other very much, then what happens is they have a special hug, and 20 years later, fully qualified dog policeman comes into being. Anyway, then what happens is that when somebody needs a dog but doesn't have a dog, they come up to that person and issue them with a dog. Sometimes they work in pet shops, so it makes it very easy for them to issue a dog. But other times it's a little bit more complicated. Sometimes they have to just put a stray dog on the front veranda of the person's house in question, and they just hang around. They don't want a dog, but they've got a dog now. You've got a dog. That's it. You've been issued a dog by the dog police. Next question is from UberGoober. The pineapple is neither a pine nor an apple. Can you explain who is hiding what and why? I am hiding a pineapple because I am hungry and I'll eat it later. I don't know. Botanically, they are neither a pine or an apple, but they taste apple-ish, kind of, not really, and they look like a pine cone, kind of-ish, but not really. Anyway, they take these from Hawaii, where they grow naturally, like Obama, and then they take them to Britain, and they go, ooh, this thing looks like a pine cone, but tastes kind of like an apple. Let's call it a pineapple. Other places call it other things like ananas, but the British called it a pineapple, so we're stuck with a pineapple. And I don't know how to link that back to Obama, who was also born in Hawaii and not Kenya. Next question is, maybe he's pineapple. He's been a good president. Next question is from Empirical Mind. If no news is good news, then why do we watch the news? We don't. The current basis for the whole of the television industry, including the news, is kind of dead at the moment. Tastes like victory. And we're left with online models for news gathering, which kind of suck at getting the actual facts because we don't have any money. Please give us money, we'll give you news. It'll be good. Next question is from a Canadian atheist. Assuming we have perfected the technology to move entire continents, where would you move Australia to? It depends on who gets elected next week. If it's Trump, then we move it to Mars, and if it's Hillary, we move it just slightly, just a few centimetres away, because we don't want to move it too much because earthquakes. Australia is not built for earthquakes, unlike places like parts of New Zealand and San Francisco, the bits that aren't subject to liquefaction because they were built on reclaimed land that wasn't really reclaimed all that well. Next question is from KB. Intel at someone 295 and 297. You appear to be standing in front of a time tunnel. Do you intend to become lost in the swirling maze of past and future ages? No. I am going to Sydney next week, though. I tested out the time tunnel last week, and I still don't know where I am. I'm not there, obviously, because the time tunnel is not anywhere over there. It's like trees and birds and stuff. So I don't know where I am. I'll be in Sydney next week. I haven't got a place to stay yet. Next question is from Joe Freddy, the Reverend Dr. Joe Freddy. Considering the upcoming election of Mr. Trump, what will be the world's population this time next year, and what is the best way to remove fallout stains? Well, I'm going to treat this as two questions. The second part I'll answer first. When I got Fallout, it was so exciting. Fallout, I got Fallout New Vegas. That was the last Fallout I got because my computer is not upgraded enough for Fallout 4. Anyway, you want to just use an extra little bit of bleach. That'll get the stains right out of where you made a mess of yourself while playing Fallout. And as for how many people will die because of Trump, I believe sending a continent to Mars will cause tsunamis that will wipe out life on Earth. So it would be the total population of the planet minus the population of Australia, and then plus however many of the Australian population died during the lifting the continent bodily off the planet and moving it to Mars. So everybody would die. Next question is from Jonathan Stern. No, not Jonathan Stern. No, not Jonathan Stern. This is getting confusing. Oh. That was the last question for Tell Us Someone for this week. I pasted them down twice. Anyway, if you would like to ask me a question, then you can ask the question down in the place down there. Or you can answer this dovetail question, which I wasn't ready for. Yeah, that's some kind of question there. Yeah, there was one more. I totally love it. Wanted to know if I could give a cool sign off, and unfortunately we've run out of